Hello, I hope you're well. Welcome to another World Predictions reading. I thought we'd do something specific today and have a look at what we don't see coming about the Iraq. I don't know why I keep saying Iraq. I keep saying Iraq. What has Iraq got to do with this? Non-stop. Before I came on camera, I had it in my head and I kept saying Iraq. It's Iran, US, UK, the rest of the world. Yeah, what we don't see coming, what's going to happen next. Yeah, let's have a look. What has Iraq got to do? Non-stop, so it's not a slip of the tongue. Okay, let's go. We've got power. Well, obviously it's something from the past coming forward all of the time, this rhetoric, something that's an unresolved issue. Okay, issues of power, something that should have died out a long time ago. A volcano erupts again. I don't know what that's all about. Number 32 is relevant as well. We'll get a few and then we'll, focus on power. The toxic masculine as well. Toxic feminine supporting them as well. Yes, correct. I would also say, well, that's China. So we've got something about China. Right, didn't I read something about the cargo planes had been seen going into Iraq from China? So something we don't see coming. Focus of power. They're being insisted from beyond their boundaries. Okay. Miracles. And those tanks squeak and grind again. Components. Tanks coming off a plane. Ooh, stop. Okay. Why are my eyes being directed at that? I've just seen it now. I had a couple of flies, because we've had all the windows open, buzzing around here. One's disappeared, another one is dead over there, and they told me last time we'll get rid of these flies. Because they can be monitor spirits to some people, so, you know. Yeah, if you haven't already, check out my Watchers post on my Substack. I'm going to be doing some more today. I don't know when it'll go out, but I usually have one on a Sunday anyway. Maybe tonight, I don't know. But check them out. Links in the description. Evan's got a new Substack post out as well about wargaming and should we deploy the nukes? So you might want to check that out. What else? They want me to sell that a little bit more. Oh, really? Because it's important. Because it's all about if it was putting a comment on some war game podcast that was if Russia tried to attack the UK, like full on attack it. So you might want to check that out. What else? Oh, I'm going to be doing my Substack about the cult leader as well, who I saw in my dream. Oh, creepy. Yeah, if you want a personal reading as well, mentorship with your gifts. I do life purpose readings. I'm doing dream analysis. I'm doing all sorts of stuff. So if you want to check all the information out, please do so. I am looking at the circle again. I've hesitated quite a few times. I'm still not sure as to how it's all going to work. But I'm looking again. So there may be a link in there about discussion group. We'll see. But anyway, and please subscribe if you haven't already. And you can check out my world messages, tarot. It's tarot for you, but it's also, I get a load of predictions on there as well. So you might want to check that out. That's going up. And this channel is notoriously sluggish. So I'm trying to build the other one. It would be really great if you could subscribe on there as well. Thank you so much. Thank you for all of your comments as well. All the support. It's absolutely amazing. I'm really grateful. Thank you, more than you know. And I've had a few dodgy comments. I had to report on the other channel, and but other than that, talk away to each other and, you know, talk to me. There's some nice support coming up. Ooh, playfulness. So thank you. Playfulness. I'll show you in a moment. Stillness. Freedom. So we have playfulness. Now we've got New York there. Okay, I use these ones a lot because they have a lot of them have the countries on. Stillness. Japan. Meditation, thinking more clearly, coming from the heart space rather than this full-on power. Something has to be stopped because China is supplying Iran with weapon-grade equipment, I just heard. Cyber equipment. And there's something about tanks. If it's not tanks, it's components to do with tanks. Weapons. Slip up. They were caught. They're going to be caught out with that. There's like a quietness going on. Playfulness. Stillness. This is Trump. And now he's gone quiet. Now I told you the last lot of things that he was washing his hands of it. Let's see if we get any more freedom. I don't know what this is. They're not giving me anything on that yet. So let's go to the tarot. I will be doing straightforward pure channeling on my Substack. That's where I do that because people seem to like comments on YouTube. I do some pure channeling anyway on here, but I can really do it on the Substack. Got the microphone. It's sitting over there. I'm still trying to work out how to use it all, and I'm waiting to hear from this guy in the town. If he get back, I'm trying to get some office space, closed office space where I can do my my videos for a few months at least, or we'll see how it goes, and set up a studio basically. And I'm still waiting to hear from him. He came back to me and he's supposed to get some prices together, so hopefully that'll be a thing. Okay, I want the one on the bottom. Okay. Oh gosh, no, they're upside down, so straight. Right, so which one do you want first? There's a lot of fighting over money, conflict over money, resources and money. And this is what's at the back of Trump's mind. It's at the, you know, how can I best get what I want from this situation by stopping and going silent? My son, who is, you know, he does security stuff, that's it, his degrees and that, he reckons, and this is probably obvious to you, that Trump wants a nuclear deal, or come back to the negotiating table for Iran to come to him. That's not going to work. That's not going to happen. That's flat out not going to happen, apparently. Okay, yeah, the emperor. He thinks he's an emperor. Okay, look at this grumpy guy's face. It's just like Trump is not. Stop the game that you're playing. I'm seeing Eisenhower here. The NATO treaty must be intact. They're wanting to just go straight onto that for the moment. There needs to be more negotiation there. He's going to try and pull out of that. He's going to try and bully through money and resources. And there's going to be one member leaves. Is that America? No, there's a threat to do that. One member is going to leave. Stop. Look. Stop now. Whatever is going on the other side, they see this as strategic to the world's, to stopping this dust cloud that's coming from nuclear explosion. I was told last year that Iran has nuclear weapons already. There's an arsenal of weapons that are being supplied by China now. There's a Chinese fishing vessel. There's monitoring. You know, they've got like one of those little white radar dishes, you know, like the movie, and they're holding them up and they're trying to hear. Monitoring traffic. Something to do with France and Europe. But France in particular, I don't know what that's about. But it all feeds into this question. Yeah, walking away from something. Confirmation there. Freedom. something. Chinese involvement. Disinformation, misleading from China. Just put them in, there wasn't another thing. What is going on here? Slip up, stop. King of Swords, cutting out, is holding some people to ransom here over something. Trump, all to do with money, tariffs. I want, slow it down a bit. I want more money. If you don't give me this concession, I'm going out. Now I'm seeing Zelensky. I just heard very, very clearly from Eisenhower, he must be included in the treaty now. Ooh. Iran will be dealt with. I know what you did in your past. Slip up. Somebody slipped up in their past. And it's been hidden and somebody has this information. Interesting. All right. Weather interference. It's causing interference. Stop. I just keep saying stop. I'm saying, oh, stop. Why is the doctor holding up the stop sign? Oh, rumblings in my stomach. This is a medical issue then. Trump medical issue. I have no idea what this is, but I'm just got the light on that car. Face. Oh my God, has he had plastic surgery? I don't know. There's something here. Face. Not showing the true face. Look, we've got Paris here. Is he doing something with Macron? I don't know. Went to Paris and didn't show his true face. I don't know what's happening here. But there's a connection with France. Not showing the true face. Playing games. I'll do this for you if you do this for me, but doesn't do it. I know what you did. Somebody's got information. I know what you did. Slip up. Is this concerning the election? Temperance. Addiction to something? Money. I don't know what. Magician. Addiction to power. That's interesting. Because I put that on the power. A dinosaur from the past. You should should be seeing things in a new way. A slip up. Making a slip up. There's some sort of medical attention here. Right. They're showing me when he was shot at. Somebody's wearing a mask around him and is a potential threat. There's definitely somebody close to him, as in could be protection detail, could be somebody around him is actually going to try with a certain type of weapon, unalive him at close range. Very close range in the stomach area. Excuse my French. Why do people do that? That's not the answer. You don't try to hurt people. You keep negotiating. You find ways around this, right? You don't understand people who do that. What do they think that's going to do? It's going to make a martyr out of someone. This could be an Iranian. This could be somebody with Iranian blood, because I don't know what's happening here. Responsibility. This will end. This person's responsibility will end. Go the distance. Eisenhower. I had a message for myself like this, and it was from him. He is around me. He is a guide. I've seen him there's some intimidation. Disappear. Waves. Disappearing under the waves. This is to do with a lot of intimidation. There's by Trump, by others, and people disappearing into emotion. Okay. There's a lot of intimidation going on by Trump in all areas, but of other countries. Bullying. Correct. Okay. It's from the Mibs. Secret bullying. Powers. We keep getting these powers. Bullying by other powers. Supporting a regime that is not appropriate. Right, I just heard the regime must fall in Iran, but it must not be invaded. Democracy must be introduced there, but it must come of the people and not. I've just heard Netanyahu will be taken to task for his many infractions. This is not the answer. This will not prove successful and will bring danger to Israel. This is Eisenhower speaking. The tanks will roll in. The opposite will happen. This will be the invasion of Israel. UAE comes in. Iraq leads a charge. I don't know why Iraq's... It's almost like cloistering. Jordan, countries that you thought wouldn't get involved will become enraged and involved. Shiites had Muslim coordination. Houthis expand. So Trump leads the way to this, I'm sorry to say it. Time travel going behind your back. I'll leave that there. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I want some more cards on. Is there anything else you can give us, sir, please? So don't call me sir. I don't know where the sir came from. I don't know if somebody was saying something to him. Correct. You do not call me sir. Okay. Thank you. Did he used to say thank you a lot? When he like do a speech and then say thank you. I've never really studied him. I don't know. I'm going to have to... He was very polite and clear. And I'm telling you now, you need to stand up to this man. He was not meant to be in this long. One term last time, just one term to shake things up last time. He was not meant to come back in. Putin enabled this to happen. Putin's at the back of it. China watch from a distance. China has a lot of information on this, but it suits them to sit in this silence at the moment and wait to see. It may be something they use in negotiations about Taiwan, which are coming up as well. Surprise negotiations. 7 of Pentacles. Building a little nest egg of information. Thank you. Empress. Birthing something new. See that mask's there? Wearing a mask, playing 2 sides, negotiating with the UAE. I don't know what... For power. For something they're trying to get rid of. Oil. This reliance on oil. This reliance on oil will end. It's tried to be blocked by various factions, but it's not going to be. Help me. Pluto. Who is calling for help, please? second phase of war. It's almost like he wants everybody relying on him. It's not just about the country, it's not just about the US, and of course that's going on internally as well. No, he wants the whole, but he really does think he's the emperor. And this is a medical issue. I have mental health, whatever. But he is riling somebody, well, somebody, whole world, whistleblower. Crash. Lyran. What is this crash? I keep hearing crash beneath the waves, hidden beneath the waves. I was getting something about a base underneath the waves. But, cold. Something crashed. Cold under the water. I'm trying to get back at the end of us. Something lying dormant under the water will rise. I've got a headache coming on. It's probably the heat. It's so hot here at the minute. This is quite games. Seraphim. 1930s. Propulsion. There is something underneath the water. It could have come from the 1930s, could have crash landed in the 1930s, could be a UFO. Lyran. Crash. Something. I don't know if people are using things from that a crash under the water or sneak them out, or I don't know, to use in weapons, and they shouldn't have had them. I'm not. Stop. There's some sort of crash that happened in the 1930s. Is this an economic? No. Definitely water. I don't know if that's been leaking out nuclear waste or whatever. I'm not sure what's that. No, that's incorrect apparently. Time is of the essence. What the heck is under the water? Something under the water is deceiving. You know, we've had those UAPs and what have you go under the water. I actually am doing a little LTX AI video of what I was shown, and there's some sort of base. Mantis, angels. This is information from the angels. The three. What are the three? Reptilian, Lyran. And then it goes quiet. It's confusing. What is the third one in this instance? Eisenhower knew about this base under the water. I think the third is like a collection of different people from different... Really? Think of it like that, like the Maquis in Star Trek. Lots of little different, because I get some mantis beings, I get other beings, draconian, I get all in a little group, and that's the three. Everything happens under the water. There are volcanoes dormant under the water that will shake this earth. There is a dust cloud coming with, in the shape of a bomb. There is, on the world stage, there is another attempted assassination here. That we talked about. There's a hot complaint for a world leader as a warning to stop. Now, and this is Netanyahu, there's something going on with that. Might keep it secret. I don't know. I'm just the messenger, okay? People need to be sitting down, talking, stopping this. Can you tell me any more about this person who is trying to do it's close protection? Could even be a bodyguard. I've got spiritual here. Right, time travel, going behind. Yeah, got this thing they keep telling me about, people going back in time, 1930s, 40s, manipulating time from there so that we go back and repeat the cycle. Everything's been similar, and it's this coven, this group, which leads me on to my new cards, which I've used on the other channel but not here. It's amazing. I like them. I know not everybody's going to like them because somebody made that perfectly clear to me on the other channel when everybody else loved them. I can see everybody liking your cards, but I just don't. That was rather childish. Just purely because people had liked it, they wanted to have a go. So, you know, that's just life. Yeah, we've got the Empress watching. You shall not pass. This has given me a thing about the shield that I talked about, my Substack, and some things that the light workers are doing and I'm doing from somewhere. There's some sort of force field shield around this world, and it's maintained. Now, they've just shown me her eyes gone. Like, spirit will appear over them, and sometimes you might be able to see, but her eyes have closed, which means focus. Keep the energy together, keep focused, and keep the wisdom. This is Archangel Uriel. Okay? And it's about, there are too many distractions coming at us, especially for the light workers. Too many messengers, too many cryptids, all sorts of things coming at us that are trying to distract us and make the energy falter so the shield is not tightly in place. And then you've got all of these wars and everything that are messing with this shield. Okay? Trying to bring it down. And it's almost like power has to be diverted to try and take these things off the timeline. So it's getting messy out there with the energy and what light workers are having to do, and what this shield is doing, and whatever I'm doing stuck in this chair that I've told you about, on another dimension. So that's what's going on. You see, every time I'm doing a video, there's noise. They came in last night. I'm going to shame them after 12, right? And I was just going to bed then. My son was out, everything. They come in, bang, 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 all over the place. I couldn't go to bed. I had to wait till after 1 o'clock, basically. And they were, how's your fathering? If I don't get out of here, I'm going to lose it. Yeah. Luxury, maybe, you know, nice in here. But it's so thin with it being such an old building, and they are just incredibly bad, and that's a distraction for me. So you may be getting white noise, family matters for somebody coming in to disrupt your energy. You may be somebody seeing that there will be things flying around that there shouldn't be. There are, amongst all the ones that should be there are ones that shouldn't be. Stalking aircraft, as this I'll call them. But yeah, you see. Oh, I see. Ha ha ha. Pandora's box. I am Pandora. So on that epic music I listened to, I can't remember who it's by. They're showing me a cube. I can see this cube flying around over there, but it's not. It's a box. Okay, and it's somebody's reading a book and pointing something out, and this is what this is. No, I know what you did in your past. So somebody's doing this to the light workers as well, and whatever this is on the world stage, I know what you did in your past. I'm going to open the box and let everybody see, let all the secrets out, and the box is open and poof, Pandora. Now the whistleblower. Now I'm doing this, you may well be doing, because I get writers, I get people coming towards me, keep doing it. We've got to open that box and be the whistleblowers and let people know about the truth of this world, this matrix, and how they are not stuck, okay, and to elicit awakenings. But there's definitely something about information being hidden and them trying to keep it hidden, but they can't. And China knows more. So that's what I'm getting, okay? So what do we not, apart from that, is there anything else we do not see coming for Iran? So I can close this off. There's deepening conflict, which, well, we see that. Enemy at the gate. A surprise enemy makes an attack. Houthi. There'll be 7 more, I'm just going to call them TA attacks. Terror. Yeah, because of this situation. Embassy starts with an embassy, the French embassy. Is it in France or Iran? France. Okay, there are going to be more protests. Kick-off. There's going to be a big protest in London. Okay, we've got 7 of Wands. Having to defend something, not saying what's going on behind the scenes. Look at that creepy bee there. It's not saying the enemy behind your back, the enemy behind. Not the one in front, the one behind. Putin. Loving it. Okay. Starmer feels like he's got to quit and it's all out. And he's backed up by everybody else, and everybody's involved, everybody's, but trying to keep the balance. So not letting someone in. Their forces being sent somewhere to protect the Iranian border. You shall not pass. Russian forces fighting. Quite possibly. There's a messenger as well. I'm getting a light on this crow. Blue light. Communication coming in about something going on behind the scenes that must be exposed in this war. Eisenhower's coming forward again. Seeing all. And I got a light on her. Seeing. I hope I find a place to buy soon. I can't. It's all designed to make you falter and lose focus. 15, I keep saying 55s, it's just conflict, change. I am Pandora. A partnership, an unexpected partnership. I keep getting the Houthis. Houthis have great plans for this. Going to the aid of Iran. Something happening in Jordan. Jordan Prime Minister, but speaking out. Time is of the essence. It's escalating, basically, and that's what you don't really see coming, how fast it's going to happen, and the end of something. The end of peace in the Middle East, all-out war. Cold, and it's a very brutal war. The Hermit. The Hermit must lead with knowledge. A light shine. The crow. As the crow flies, there's some noise over there. Okay. It's that dual tread. Oh. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. I just said somebody's going to make a lot of money out of this. A lot of money. This is a gate. This is a gateway. I keep talking about that vortex. Something coming in. Trump silent deliberately, keeping the world waiting, keeping the attention on him, but trying to provoke a reaction from Iran. It's to do with money, though, and tariffs and things like that, and more than nuclear deal. But essentially, he's going to show how much power he has and bluster by keeping everybody hanging in the balance, acting very cold, the end of us, not supporting. He will not walk into this. That's what I've got. Timelines can change, obviously. Can we end it up then, please? And this is how he feels he can win. Okay. Should we go with these ones? Oh. Okay. The seraphim angels, which to speak the fire. Fire of the seraphim. I didn't feel right. That one. The Emperor. Is this God? No. This is not God. This is somebody who believes he is God. I'm often told that God doesn't exist in the way we say it in any religion, but there is a force there. At this rate, from what I've always got, it's quantum computer. I'm sorry, but that's what they keep coming up with. Slow work. Slow. It's almost like there's a darkness to this, building down. This is interdimensional. Breaking it down slowly by attrition so that we destroy ourselves. Keep getting this slow work. And this is slow work with Trump coming in. I get what I want if I just bide my time and wait for the right time to strike. Like a frog or, you know, that kind of thing, just waiting. And I show that I have all the power. But somebody wants to take that away from me. Ooh. Queen of Pentacles and the Wish. Be there. I don't know what that is. Explore the Queen of Pentacles. The Wish. Wish that is not granted for the US with Trump. Because the Wheel of Fortune is changing. Wants to be... Or this is the home figure, you know, the Queen of Pentacles. She does jobs, she is business-minded, but she works at home, she takes care of her home, she can be homebird, that kind of thing. So that would be interesting with MAGA. But, you know, we've got the Wish here, feeling like this is his vision, that we hold all the power, all the money, make America great again. Which is, that's what he's saying. But the Wheel of Fortune's coming in. Oh, I can't show that. Following the star. He feels the tide is turning, that everything will come to him despite the setbacks. He will not see the truth. Justice. The balance will be set straight. Rushing in. Giving small amounts of money. Oh. What is this? The Empress. Something coming from the past that enables you to go full speed ahead on something. I'm not sure what this is. Sweeping change. It's just a confirmation, I think, of all of what he's been attempting to do. Because here's the removal. He's wanted to make the world change, wanted to bring things back from the past. But what he's forgotten about is the things from the past as well, include the 1930s crash, include the, the war, everything. And that's, you know, the star that he's following is not going to, it's going to end up this. And it's all to do with the three. The three caused the end of the world. With the bomb and the dust cloud and the shaking of the ground. Now I'm seeing an explosion on the top of the world. It starts at the top of the world in the North Pole. Missiles opening up out of a submarine and going. I still see North Korea involvement. Kim Jong, whatever he's called. China, North Korea, and Putin on that bit. It corresponds with what's going on behind the scenes. The dragon shall rise in the east to breathe fire over Taiwan, Japan, and the rest of the world. As the Middle East blazes and the world turns a blind eye, NATO falls apart. Right, and then I'm seeing explosion in the middle of the US causes a... I keep seeing the sinkhole, but I think it's to do with money as well. And I'm just seeing all this money go up in the air, coins, and then fall. And this is how it all starts. Total chaos. Use those cards. And this is what they're trying to stop at the moment. Because people aren't negotiating, aren't getting things around the table and allowing things to slip up, slide, everything. Because of this focus on power and greed. And this trying to go back to a past that will never come forward again. It's expansion. Adventure. This is the evolution we keep getting. I've got Inner Mongolia there, but I'm not getting anything about leadership. I was thinking of leadership as well. I keep getting lots about Egyptian. The 3 pyramids. There's patience. Oh no. No trust here, because there's it's upside down. Waves of emotion. And last one. Protection. Magic. Deliberation. We should be protecting each other, because there is a foe far worse than what we can create on this planet, believe it or not, that is trying to use this situation to come through. Okay, and this is what this shield's about, and the energy activation, vast vistas, stability, and this is this world tree, this world tree for me here. Now that's really interesting, because I keep getting my mother coming in, and she keeps showing me like a fir tree. It's really interesting that it's coming up here. She's doing it again, going up the steps. She gardening, mad on gardening, and she did all sorts of things. But she this was like years ago, back in the 70s when I was a child. And I always remember now this is all relevant for some reason, because trains are relevant to me as well, about things coming forward. Now we're on a train track. I can see train track. It's in Scotland, and we were waiting for my grandmother, to a past generation, who, I don't know why I'm telling you this, it's coming out my mouth really fast. It's important. There's some correlation here, so it's not just waffling. Excuse me, we're in the Highlands, and we had all the family there. There was loads of us, and she was coming up to Scotland to spend some time, the rest of the holiday, with us. And she came up on a train, and I'm seeing the train track, and I'm seeing the 2 platforms, and it was in the middle of nowhere, this place. And there was this little fir tree growing, and my mum was, a fir tree for the back garden. Really want. So my uncle and my dad jumped across, very naughty, jumped across on the other platform, dug it up, right? Now, she had to stay with the rest of the holiday, kept watering it, everything. It was just in the wilds, yeah? and she planted it in the back garden. And this fir tree, I'm not kidding, I had to have somebody come and take branches. It was like it was out the forest, yeah. It was huge. It grew. It's something to do with generations here. And this tree, family tree, this human family tree, okay, the generations, and it was growing. I'm seeing Eisenhower again, right to the top, and then it had to be cut down. Yeah, and it died. Yeah, it had to be cut. It got a disease, whatever, and had to be cut down. And very representative of what happened in my family, really. But this is what's happening to us, and she keeps coming in and showing me that little tree and taking it, or very like the one I've got a little fir tree out there from Christmas, and I keep watering it, and she takes a tree and she's going to plant it somewhere else, which means it needs to be planted somewhere else. Now this could be us going in the ark and going off to other places. This could also be about the evolution. It's still on a... Jeez, what is that? Just a little bit close. I'm sorry, madam. It's just, I just want to be blown back. You know that in Terminator, I'm seeing Oppenheimer. Stop showing me Cillian Murphy. I got him. Cillian Murphy, who played Oppenheimer. And he's just standing there, and there's this dust cloud, and it's like, but I can just feel some energy here, and it's cold. And now I'm seeing my guide walking around in the cold, the winter, and there's nothing surviving. This feels really odd, and it reminds me of Sarah Connor in Blinken. What is it? Terminator. Well, she's at Terminator 2 when she sees that vision. She's trying to warn people, and the bomb happens. They get wiped out by the Skynet or whatever it is. And it's that kind of thing. This is why there must be deliberation, because all the things that can set off this chain reaction, this bomb, are happening. And it's slow, but all of a sudden it'll just change like that, and it'll go very fast. And it's about this stability that we want. This tree must be planted somewhere else. They're giving me the Knowing movie. If we do this, I don't quite understand. There's something about planting the generations somewhere else, because we won't be this planet won't exist. I got a light. Oh, I'm getting lights as I say that. If we don't watch, they're not bluffing. They're not trying to get us on a different track. This is real. This is going to happen if we don't watch. And yeah. Okay. The stability in the world has been deliberately created by these powers that came in, angels, whatever you want to call them, back in the 30s and the 40s. That stability was put in there, and now somebody's coming along and is trying to wreck it and pull it apart. And for some reason it's essential. And the tree, in a sense, must be planted somewhere else eventually with the human race because of this. But we also need to plant a tree somewhere else. Or thought processes expand into this evolution and create this new stability. Okay, this can be in your life as well, that you may need to plant your tree somewhere else. Okay, take it as it resonates. If it doesn't, well, it's not for you. And remember, use your own discernment. This is for entertainment. Okay, believe it or not. So and always get professional advice before taking any from a tarot reading. Like we've got witch here, a witch going behind my back. I had to say it like that. So there's a witch going behind yours. I keep saying it. In the US. Scandal. Ooh. Bugged. And religious issues. I don't know what that is. Political motivation. I am not who you think I am. It's about this person wearing a face. Somebody who deliberates, like the China. China's going to have some trouble politically. There's going to be a little bit of a coup to take over somewhere. They don't think she's dealing with things right, but it will be squashed. I don't know what that's about. Bond villain. Religious issues. What's this Bond villain? This battle is nowhere. This is Elon Musk coming back. Religious issues. I don't know if somebody's been triggered about religious issues. I'm seeing Muslim. I'm seeing somebody being targeted by a drone. Again, it's a woman. Gaza. There's some sort of spy there. Somebody being targeted. Religious issues. Focus. There's some scandal with religious scandal. Houthis again. I am not who you think I am. Who is this, please, before we go? Evolve. Who? Who is this, please? Right, wait. Oh. I've got to do that with YouTube lovers. Which is choices. There's some sort of relationship here causing trouble. I am not who you think I am. Or it could be a partnership. A false partnership has something to do with Putin. Juggling. I'm being unfaithful to you. No S, Sherlock. I am the magician. There's a proposal coming forward from Putin to Trump about something. Let's evolve this relationship. That's changing though. It's changing something, causing burdens. Howling at the moon. I think Trump believes he's in with him. That could be very pally. Wants to be like him and evolve that way. But it's just causing more burdens. And look, I'm not getting what I want here. Look at that face. And more worries for the rest of the world. And the US, of course. Hermit. Being led out of the chaos. Being led out of the heartbreak. Being let out of the breakdown. Follow the wisdom of the past. Not the greed of the past. I don't know what that means. Scandal in the US. Somebody's coming forward with information. We've got another attempt here. Hopefully that can be stopped. There's something being brought to a stop and a halt in the US. This could be in the political system. Something's just... He's waiting, but something is being brought to a halt and stop very quickly. Something about money going somewhere. This could be, I know you a shutdown coming. There's also like a backbench revolt in the UK, but in the US. And what that means is like the people on the backbenches in the Houses of Parliament, like back in the seats, there's actually the backbench committee. They can cause a lot of trouble. When I say on the front benches, you've got the Prime Minister, you've got opposition leader, and then all the ministers, the cabinet at the front, but the people at the back, they can cause a lot of trouble, revolts, whatever, and they can enforce things. And there's some sort of little rebellion going on in the Republican Party, and it's like the people at the back who are not right at the front and seen, they're going to cause trouble. They're going to bring things to a stop. There's a rebellion going on in the Republican Party. Pence speaks out again, comes forward. I'm being told to stop it there. It's something to do with money, not getting... Doge is up here as well. He is not finished. He is not finished. But you can check out what I said about that on my memberships. Please check out the memberships. There's a lot going on there. Yeah, working at something, working on a plan. Check that out. yeah, I think we'll leave it there. Otherwise, we'll just go on and on. But I hope you found that of interest. Oh, I've got a ringing in my ear. Okay. Yeah, I'll leave it there. Please subscribe if you haven't already. As I say, check out the memberships for those videos. Ryan membership about the Musk and Trump and what's going on there. Please check out my world messages, channel messages. Please check out the Substacks. There's a load for free. You do not have to go and be a member. There's a ton for free. So, you know, just go and check that. Subscribing would be fantastic. Thank you. Becoming, you know, like signing up to the Substacks would be great. As in, you don't even have to do it paid. Yeah, there's so much for free, but it helps everything circulate round. So yeah, please check that out. And my sons, if you want a reading, I do a 10-minute one question reading now as well. If you want that, I can do them by email. I can do them a private video on YouTube. I'm not doing any face-to-face, but I can do mentorship by email, and I can do that by Zoom if you wish as well. I will check the circle. I'm going to do it now. When I have some breakfast, it's so late in the day. I'd like you to know what roughly, have I got this? No, I haven't got my, oh no, I've got my phone here. Time that I do these videos. This video is finishing at 1:14 in the afternoon on the, oh, it's the solstice, isn't it? On the solstice, on the 21st of June 2025. So I just want to put that in so people know when I'm getting that, because things can change fast during the day. But I will put it out in the evening for you, because it's pointless putting it on now. In the US in particular, you'd be asleep. So now, will you be in Australia as well? Yeah, probably. So yeah, I'll put it out later. Okay. So yes, I think that's it. I've got a lot of different readings. If there's anything else you would like to have a reading on, let me know. I do past lives, future lives as well, dream stuff. Because I know a lot of people are getting dreams. I do life purpose, but a lot of people are getting like apocalyptic dreams and things like that. So we can decipher those messages if you wish in a reading. So take care of yourselves and keep the faith. You never know. This might sort out one day. Take care of yourselves, and I shall see you next time. And have a good weekend. See you later. Bye.